So yes, I did end up going to see that horse, and I'm so excited to tell you guys everything, show you all the footage. Thank you Squarespace for sponsoring this video, but let's get into it because there's a lot to unpack. So as you guys probably heard, and if you didn't, go check out my previous video because there was so much drama that happened with this horse, but I finally was able to fly out and go meet him, and this is how it went. My trainer and I boarded our flight. It's a 2.5 hour flight from here to Madrid. That all went really smoothly. We flew in the morning. We just did a day trip, so kind of flying in the morning, going back in the afternoon. And then we had a driver arranged that was going to take us to the horse. Okay, so we have landed, and we're currently now on the way to the first horse. We're trying to pack in as many horses as possible to see in the one day. So we're starting with the horse I told you guys about already. There's a bit of history with this horse. So we're starting with him. He's the one I'm most excited for. I know kind of what I'm getting myself into as well with going to see him. He's about a half an hour's drive, and I've asked him just to leave him like in the stable, and we'll kind of do everything with them because I want to see him without any boots on to check the legs and everything, and I kind of want to see his behavior is also getting tacked up, just get him to know him a little bit better on the ground first, and then we'll ride. And I know they have a few other horses for sale at this place also, so we're gonna have a look at that. Kun's here to give me his honest, truthful opinion of everything, which I have no doubt I will receive. So yeah, so it should be good. And then after that, we've got, I think, 2 stables to go look at. I don't know what horses are lying there, so it's going to be a little bit of a surprise. You guys are going to be finding out about those horses with us. But first, the first horse is called Noro, so we're going to be seeing him in a little bit. Just quickly, do you have a website? Are you looking to build a website? Then Squarespace is where you need to be, because with Squarespace you have hundreds of already made templates where you quickly can dive in, create your own website. They're fully customizable. You get the look and feel you want. I've been operating my website through Squarespace already for several years. I run a shop. It's super easy to operate. I can do quick changes on my phone, whether it's stock levels or changing images or the text even. So if any of you are interested, do use my link, which is www.squarespace.com/Harnacke, and in doing so, you'll receive 10% off your first purchase of a domain or website. Just before arriving, I had a lot of questions going on in my mind about how the horse was gonna look. How was I gonna like him? Was it gonna be like what I saw in the videos? And this is the first video I took. So my initial reaction was, wow, he looks amazing. He was a little bit shorter than what I had expected, but that wasn't really too much of a problem. He had a super pretty head. He had a really beautifully built big neck. I love big necks, you guys know that. So straight away from an appearance point of view, I was like, yes, I love him. Then I started to like touch him and play around with him a little bit and get to know him, and I loved his personality straight away. He seemed very chilled, very laid back, very sweet, very cute. He didn't really have a lot of like stallion behavior. He wasn't like nipping or doing anything like that. He was like really quiet. They also had another stallion standing right next to him. He wasn't reacting at all. There was horses moving around and he wasn't doing anything. So I said, okay, I've waited long enough. Let's go ride this horse. Now, backtracking a little bit, I did say in the clip that I wanted to see him untacked. There must have been a miscommunication there, but we ended up taking all the tack off later and checking the horse. But he was tacked up, so I wasn't gonna get him untacked and tacked up again. I was gonna ride first. So what we did first is we saw him lunged, just to see how he was kind of moving freely without a rider. Then the rider went on and rode him first. Now in Spain they do ride quite differently, at least with the Pyrenees. They tend to ride them really back, so quite slow. So I kind of started to assess a little bit, okay, this horse is probably not going to be used to being ridden in the tempo that I'm going to ride him in. So I started to just analyze a little bit how he was riding, how he was asking his questions. I could tell from the ground already the horse was quite stuck on the right rein. I could also tell that he wasn't using much flexion. He was keeping the horse pretty square. So yeah, he showed us walk, trot, canter. He did some half passes, he did some shoulder in, all that kind of stuff. And then it was my turn to get on. So I walk up to the horse. feeling very excited. I put my foot in, and I realized quite quickly that it's not that far that my foot has to go up the stirrup because the horse is not that big. I swing my leg over, I sit, and straight away I think, okay, this horse is much wider than Emporio. Like, he's really wide. It's quite baroque, which I really like. The walk feels really buttery and soft. He has a really big over track on the walk for a PRE, which was something that was really nice to see. The walk was really comfortable, and straight away my trainer was telling me, you know, start to do some transitions within the walk. So collect the walk, extend the walk. That way you're already getting some information and you're starting to feel some things before we go into the trot. So I do this, I start to understand the horse a little bit better, then we go into the trot. The trot is very soft. It's really beautiful to ride. It's very comfortable whether you're rising or sitting. He was very soft in the hand. He was indeed stuck on the right. The neck is a little bit stuck. There wasn't a lot of flexion. So I was trying to, I'm not used to riding a horse super square and just in the one spot. So the horse sometimes was falling behind the vertical and all these kind of things, because I was trying to get him to let go to the flexion so then I could let go and we could be in the proper head carriage and frame when going around the corners and stuff like that. When you get on someone else's horse, you're not going to change everything in one day. They're used to being ridden by that person, so they need some time to get used to you. But he was trying his best to really kind of understand what I wanted and trying to make me happy as well. We then went into the canter. Now I was riding him in a completely different gear than his rider was. His rider was riding him really back. I was riding him super forward. I wanted to get that beautiful flowy connection from the hind to the hand. I wanted to get kind of more of a flicky out trot, more of a forward thinking canter that was going into my hand. So you can start to see that from the first clips of the canter to the second clips, which were taken a couple of circles after, he's starting to find that confidence in opening the neck, really searching for my hand and carrying me more over the back, which we really liked. And then yeah, we did a little bit of trot work, a little bit more collected, asking a little bit more. Now the first thing that happens when you get on a horse you don't know and you ask for more trot is you get straight away more contact in the hand. That's normal because you still don't know how to put the horse together without that happening. It's just instant, you know. When you're asking for more trot, it's a process of asking with more leg and then the hand saying not faster, bigger. So we were doing that a little bit, and I just wanted to understand how he was reacting, how he would react to a tap with the whip on his bum, how he would react to more leg. He was very sensitive, which I really liked. So overall, I was super happy with my ride with him. I didn't catch it on camera, but I did some half passes, did some shoulder in, did some leg yields. It was all good. It could be a little bit faster off the leg, but that's more just the initial information I was getting. Now, this is no criticism to the rider. This is just the first-hand information I was receiving from my ride. But yeah, very safe feeling. I didn't feel at any moment that something bad was going to happen or that I was unsafe or anything like that. So everything felt really good. I decided to give him a small little stretch at the end to kind of just get him a little bit over the back and see how he would be with less contact. And you can see that as soon as I give the contact, he wants to run, which means he's not really used to holding his own tempo without someone holding him. So someone's always had a little bit of contact with him. And I like my horses, I like to be able to give my hand, stay in a soft contact without the tempo changing. So me letting go and giving in with my hand doesn't mean the tempo changes. But overall, I was super happy with my ride with him. I was a little bit concerned that I was going to look too big on him, so I really wanted to take a look at the video. But as soon as I got off, I gave my first thoughts. So I just had my first ride. He's just getting his bandages off. But I think it went really good. I like him. I need to see the videos. He felt really easy. He felt really safe. That's also important. And he was a little bit confused about like a couple of things, but that's more a new rider. But I can feel like the potential in it. So first impressions is I like him. But we're just going to check his legs without the bandages now just to see that there's nothing going on that we should know about. So after this, I was very excited about the horse. Honestly, I didn't care about going to see any others because I knew that I was really interested. Even before going to see the other horses, I contacted the vet and I said, okay, let's go. Let's do the vet check tomorrow. Let's see how it goes. So in my head, I already made the next step. Now, the owners of this horse actually have a breeding stable. They bred this horse themselves, and they have a breeding stable. So they took us to the breeding stables, which is where they had the other horses, and they were able to show me some of the half brothers of the horse I rode, and some full brothers as well. So this is a little bit of a tour of the stables and what they had for sale. This is the selection we have at this stable. A lot of cute ones, lots of bays. They're quite baroque. Not the biggest stables, but cute grey. These ones are quite young. This one is quite cute, this black one. I think we're going to be looking at him later. But we've got this one. And we've got this one. This one's too small, but he's really cute. This one's quite young. This one is a Pierre Cross Lusitano. Then they pulled out a 3-year-old, which was a full brother to the horse I rode, and I really liked him. He was really cute. I thought he moved really nice actually as well. Beautiful conformation, beautiful color, but I was really not looking for a 3-year-old. Then they pulled out the father of the horse I rode. So it was actually really interesting going to this stud, because I was able to see the lines a little bit. I saw the dad, I saw him on the line, just saw how he was moving, and it was just nice to like get the full picture painted of where this horse came from, the kind of breeding program, what his brothers look like, and what his dad looked like. For me, that was really, really cool. I don't think I've ever had that happen, where I was able to get that experience. But yeah, so overall, I went back on the plane feeling so happy. I was so excited. The horse that I had for so long thought about ended up being exactly what I thought he would be. It was nice to be able to connect the pieces, but to be honest, I think I was sold on the horse even before going. Like, I didn't even have to see him, but the fact that I did ride him and he felt good and he was sound, and he was really easygoing, because Emporio can be a little bit of a stallion, and I knew I didn't want to have another horse that was super stallion-y. So the fact that he was so easy, so chill, I really was like, okay, this is the one. So I did a vet check, drum roll, and I'm just about to receive the results, because my Dutch vet is going to be double checking all the x-rays, seeing and giving me the final verdict if it's a yes or no. So you guys need to all keep your fingers crossed that everything goes well. And if everything does go well, I think the next video you guys will be seeing is him arriving, because if the vet check is clear, I will be buying him. Now, I'm going to knock on wood, because you never know how a vet check is going to go, but I'm very hopeful that he's going to pass. The crack he had in the hoof looked really good now. So yeah, I'm super, super excited that we're going to be hopefully having a new horse joining the family. And I'm sorry, I really wanted this video was so last minute to make, because everything was rushed because of my Africa trip. I wasn't able to bring anyone to film with me properly. I wanted my trainer to be really focusing on the horse, so we got all the footage that we could, but it's not how we filmed the other one. So I do want to apologize for that, but these are such big decisions that I wanted my trainer to fully focus, and even myself, I was just trying to like take it all in, especially because I'd been waiting so long. So I got as much footage as I could, but I promise you guys that if I buy this horse, I'm gonna give you some amazing videos, really breaking everything down, doing a proper introduction, showing you way better riding videos as well, so you guys get to meet him properly. But let's not jump the gun, because first he has to pass the vet check. I need you all to please cross your fingers for me and wish for the best for the vet check. I'm super, super, super excited. I don't want to, well, my heart's already in it. I was going to say I don't want to be too involved, but we're already past that point. So I'm really hoping he passes. And I really hope that the next video you guys see is going to be him coming home. That's going to be, I hope that by the end of the month, that's going to be the result. But yeah, fingers crossed. I'll be updating you guys as soon as I can. If he does arrive, I'll be filming obviously all of it, and then I can really take my time. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.